Hello, hello, welcome to Mouse Cheers.
Cheers! John, how are you today?
I'm good. I have so much to say about, Oh, you say you have a story. You have a story about
I went to
Chili's.
I went to Chili's last night.
Okay.
I love Chili's.
Mm-hmm.
That's my place to go. If you don't love Chili's, I don't love you. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am one of these people that I get the same thing almost every restaurant I go to. I get the same thing every time.
Yeah.
It's just what I do.
Tried and true.
Tried and true. Of course, I sample first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I make my decision.
No doubt.
Here's the thing. I've been getting the same thing from Chili's 8+ years.
Mm-hmm.
John,
Yeah.
last night, I was like, screw it.
Oh,
I'll sample a little bit.
good.
Still got my original thing, but then I got another entree.
Okay.
Got the chicken sandwich.
Okay.
John,
Yeah.
I loved this chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I ate the chicken sandwich first, and then I didn't want the original meal. I usually get the sliders. I didn't want them anymore.
Do I shake you? Because this is literally this encompasses how much you're missing out on things, and you feel like you love this. Never tried that. I don't do this. And then you try it, you're like, oh, I don't even want that anymore. I need you to branch out. I need you to experiment more like that. So you finally did after 8+ years, and now you realize, wow, this is amazing. I don't even want the other thing anymore.
It wasn't even like a thing of being full. I think I ultimately ate it. I think I had 2 bites left. I could have finished it, but I was like, my taste buds don't want this.
Wow.
Don't want this.
Wow.
Dude.
Good for you.
Oh,
Branching
great
out.
for me, dude. And then, ultimately I went because I got a gift card, right?
Yeah.
So listen to this. I'm such an idiot. So they have the little kiosk things at the table, and you can pay right at the table, right?
Yeah.
So I swiped the gift card, and there was still a balance left over because I get 2 entrees, you see, and then so there was still a balance left over. So I was like, okay, here's what I'll do: swipe the gift card, and then it asks leave a tip. I was like, no, I'll forego the tip here, and then when I pay the rest, I'll leave the tip. Well, it never asked again to leave a tip.
Oh, no.
So I paid the full thing thinking that eventually it would be like, and the tip is, never happened. So now I paid the full meal, didn't leave a tip, didn't have enough cash. I had like $4 on me. And I was like, oh man, like I'm not about to leave without leaving a tip, but like, what do I do? And I felt bad. Like I didn't want to say to him like, hey, I didn't want to tell him the story, And I didn't even know, because I knew what would have happened. He would have been like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I felt like that would have come, and so I was like, "Hey."
That's when you order a to-go drink. Okay.
I said, "Well, this is gonna be a weird request. Could I get a drink to go?"
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah. He's like, "I'll just give it to you for free." I said, "What if I want to pay for it?" He was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I guess you can. So, and then
you tipped it.
Yeah, so then at the end of the night, he'll look at his thing and
He'll
he'll
be
like
like,
$60 bill,
yeah.
like no tip, and then a $3 drink,
Yeah, like
$20 tip.
Yeah.
So no, that was just a little fun story I wanted to tell you.
Got it. Yeah, I do things like that all the time.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I like that we were on the same page, so with the drink. To go drink. Yeah. So and then he was making it difficult for you. He's like, no.
I'll just give it to you for free. No. I want to pay.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So you loved the chicken.
Dude, John.
To the point where everything else was for the birds.
For the birds, dude. And let me tell you, let me tell you, some of my favorite Disney characters are birds.
The birds. I can't wait to talk about Disney birds. So we're going to talk about Disney birds right now because we've, like, I think it was when we were talking about Disney villains, we're like, oh, we got to talk about Disney birds. Well, here we are. Some of my favorite characters are Disney birds also. Some of my least favorites are Disney birds too. I don't love every Disney bird.
Of course.
I have so we'll go start. Does Snow White doesn't have a Disney bird, does it?
She has birds that like come and help and clean or whatever.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
You brush those birds away.
Yeah. We're here to talk about characters with names that are actual sidekicks. Pinocchio, no birds. Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi.
Well, Dumbo has the crows.
Dumbo has
you're a crow fan.
Okay. And I understand that they're problematic. But I kind of always like the crows.
I like the crows.
I like their song problems aside, I like the characters.
There we go.
And they're ultimately played a hand in helping Dumbo kind of believe in himself. So
right.
Even though they did bully him at first, and then Timothy Mouse was kind of like, you got to be ashamed of yourselves. And they're like, hey, hold on. So they're all good in my book. Problematic as they may be.
Right.
Then we got let's talk about, okay, so if we're going in order here, we got so Bambi, we have Owl.
Mm-hmm. Not a favorite of mine.
Not a favorite of mine either.
I'll say most owls on the list, with the exception, of course, of a few.
Yeah.
But most owls on the list, not a favorite of mine.
I can think right off the bat of 4 owls. 2 of them I love, 2 of them I don't love.
I think we're on the same page there.
This is one that I don't love.
Right.
But it's a serviceable character, and ultimately, I don't think Bambi is supposed to be about the characters.
Bambi, here's the thing about Bambi, and I think you know where I'm coming from with this. Bambi is more about the how can I say this? It's not about having necessarily a good story to follow and watch. It's about character development, if you will.
It's moments in Bambi's life, and it's instances in his life. It's really I love Bambi, but it's a what did I say? Like there's less than like 100 words spoken in the whole thing, or something like that.
Right.
In the whole movie, and it's really just a study in atmosphere and what's going on. Seasons changing, life changing, experiences happening.
Yeah.
So I really like the movie for what it is, but the characters don't necessarily, like even Thumper, like it just doesn't. None of them mean much to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I guess the second owl that you could, take it or leave it?
Yeah.
Owl from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, no. I love Owl from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I could take him or leave him.
Oh, really?
I could take him or leave him.
Oh, no. That's if we're going, okay, hold on. So, okay, if we're going to talk owls real quick, I feel like Owl has so many dimensions in Winnie the Pooh. I have a theory that Owl is a villain. And here's why. In both movies, by the way, you have the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and you have Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
And I wasn't sure if I wanted to wait till the Winnie the Pooh podcast to talk about this, but there's plenty for Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to say it.
Let's say it.
Because we're talking about birds.
We're talking about birds.
Yeah. Owl. Okay, so you have like in the original, Christopher Robin has like dot eyes, like black eyes.
Right.
There's select characters that have like actual eyes. and I think rabbit has actual eyes. Owl definitely has actual eyes, but owl's eyes are yellow, where the other ones are white or just like dots.
Right.
Yellow eyes could be an evil thing.
Fair.
But also, all right, check this out. So yeah,
Check it
a
out.
lot of people might say like in the honey tree, where Pooh eats too much and it gets stuck in Rabbit's entrance.
Yep.
Rabbit is like, oh no, this is such a pain. Like, don't feed the bear and all that stuff. And people could say that Rabbit's bad, but I don't think so. I think Rabbit's just kind of like selfish and an idiot sometimes. Whereas Owl, he's like, oh well, looks like you're stuck. And then Gopher comes out. It's like, oh, you want me to help? He's like, yeah. What's the charge? He's like, no charge count, whatever. And at one point, Owl's like, oh, blast it all. And Gopher's like, oh, good idea. We'll use dynamite and save time. And then Owl's just like, what's the charge? He's just like, he's going to blow up Winnie the Pooh. And Owl's like, what's the charge? There's so much more. This is so much more. And then later on, when Owl's house falls down from the blustery day, Owl's tree house knocks down. Eeyore's like, it might take me a day or two, but I'll find a new house for Owl. And then eventually what happens is Eeyore's like, I found it, and it's Piglet's house. And they're like, oh, Piglet's house? And then Pooh Bear's like, oh, you can come live with me, Piglet. But Owl's just like, oh, good show, Eeyore. Thank you. And it's like, okay. Even Owl's name is on it, W-O-L. That spells owl. And Owl's like, bless my soul, so it does. One scene prior, when the rain came down, that scene, Christopher Robin is like, Pooh and Piglet are missing. Owl, fly over to Piglet's house and try to find them. And Owl's like, okay. Owl knows what Piglet's house is. So then in the next scene where Eeyore's like, this is your house, and Owl's like, oh, it is. He knows that's Piglet's house.
Oh, what an a-hole.
He's an a-hole. And then in the new movie, he makes up the Baxen when they say, oh, Christopher Robin says we'll be back soon. And Owl's like, well, Christopher Robin's been kidnapped by the Baxen. Completely making it up. And then as they're leaving, they say, like, oh, we'll be back soon. He's like, huh, kind of sounds like Baxen. Oh well. Bye, everybody. Then when they're all stuck in the hole, Owl flies out and says, Piglet, you got to go through these dangerous woods. Okay, then he flies back in the hole. And then it turns out that Eeyore's tail was missing through the whole movie. And who had the tail? Owl.
You're not going to pull one over on us.
Owl's the bad guy. Owl's
Wow.
the bad guy.
Wow.
The bad guy. So, that being said, one of my favorites.
I can take him or leave him.
Okay.
Take him or leave him.
Even after all of that.
So who's the other owl that you could take or leave?
Oh, the other owl is may be my favorite sidekick of all. Archimedes in Sword in the Stone.
But hold on. Cheers to Archimedes. I hear you.
Cheers to Archimedes.
But you said there were two that you loved, two that...
Yeah, Owl and Archimedes are the two that I love.
Okay, the question is, what's the other one that you don't love?
Oh, Big Mama from Fox and the Hound.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Well, who are you thinking of then?
I couldn't remember the fourth, is the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, Big Mama is kind of a generic character, kind of giving the wise advice. Doesn't really do much for me. I don't hate the character,
Right.
but I could totally take her or leave her.
Oh, okay.
But in that respect, Big Mama's Big Mama, but then Archimedes, who is the voice of Rabbit in Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, watch it again. It's clear.
Oh. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. But funny stuff. Love Archimedes.
Archimedes. Let's give Archimedes his due here.
Yeah.
Oh, what a character.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, what a character. So funny.
He's like such a small owl, and he's like so like temperamental, and he's like
How, what? What?
what? Who? What? Then when Merlin tries to fly the plane, it gets caught in his beard, and he's like laughing at Merlin. Real funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And what is it when they become birds and he's like, no, you don't know how to fly, let me take over. It's the perfect character for that transition too.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if when they were creating the movie, if they were going back and forth between what Archimedes was going to be, and then they were like, oh well, if they turn into birds, it'd be nice to have a bird, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then some brilliant person said, let's make him an owl.
Yeah.
Because there's something about owls.
There's something about them. There's something about him, and then I would argue. Hold on, let me think about it before I say it. Top 5 Disney characters. Top 5
Disney sidekicks or
Disney sidekicks.
no Archimedes?
No, Disney characters.
I don't know if I'm ready to say that, but I think he's my favorite sidekick. I think he's in my top 5 favorite sidekick. He may be my favorite. We could do a top 5, bottom 5 sidekicks.
Right.
One day.
Honestly, if definitely in this top 5 sidekicks, but honestly for me, I think top 5 characters. I'm trying to think of my top 5, and I won't,
even with villains included and stuff. Really?
Yeah, and I won't give it away just because we'll bookmark it, do a podcast. But I think I'm ready with the top 5 right now.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
yeah no, we got to bookmark it because otherwise it'll just be like a whim, kind of like the Marvel one. Like we can do a whole episode on like Marvel top 5, bottom 5 because that was kind of on a whim. Like we were just like So yeah, we'll bookmark that. But I think he's 100% in my top 5 sidekicks. He may be my favorite. I have to give some thought.
And I do have just like a little picture here. Just I want to really give as much birds their due as possible.
Well, I was going straight through the animated classics list as well.
Okay.
To make sure we don't miss any.
And you got the classic list down in your head.
Oh,
you got it down in your head.
Always.
All right, please continue.
So we just we jumped ahead a little with the owls, but we kept it with the owls. Yeah, we were at Bambi. Technically speaking, the next 3 birds, and one of them is the Fab 5, would be the 3 Caballeros. So we got Donald Duck,
3 Caballeros,
Panchito Pistalis, and Jose Carioca. My favorite one. Well, okay, so Donald is Donald. He's, I love Donald Duck. Because obviously it's a little unfair to say which is your favorite Caballero, because Donald has been in all the shorts. Donald has been,
Donald is not my favorite Caballero.
In the 3 Caballeros, he's not mine either. But obviously Donald has a history, and I have a fondness for Donald Duck from the Silly Symphonies and stuff, and the Donald cartoons. So like I love Donald. And I love his tantrums, and I love that he's a sailor for some reason. And then
great sidekick character in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Especially compared to Goofy, who doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Donald will die for you.
Yeah. And Goofy will just die immediately.
Goofy, that guy, useless.
Jose Carioca is probably my favorite.
You? I'm a Panchito.
Oh, are you?
Guy.
Are you?
I am.
Yeah, for 3 Caballeros, Jose Panchito is awesome too. Panchito starts off the song 3 Caballeros.
And cheers to in Epcot,
The Caballeros Ride?
Yeah, what on earth is it? For some reason, I keep on wanting to say the Great Movie Ride.
No.
I need help. I need help for a second.
What's
it called?
I don't know.
What's the name of the ride?
Well, okay, you just got me off. I mean, I know the name, but now.
Well, same. Yeah, it's like I I know the name. I
Well,
say it a million
Well,
times.
people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but now it's a me thing. I bet I can think of it before you find it.
Doubt it.
Watch my skills at play.
Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros. Grand Fiesta Tour.
Cheers to the Grand Fiesta Tour.
Cheers to the Grand Fiesta Tour.
You know, I Caballero.
I do too. I love the Three Caballeros.
Yeah. So, great birds.
Great birds.
Great birds.
Solid birds.
Solid birds. Can't go wrong there.
Is there anything else you want to say about Donald before we move on?
No.
Or? No?
No, I could take him or leave him, honestly.
Really?
As far as the Fab Five goes, he's probably number 5.
Ooh. What's your favorite Fab Five?
The mouse himself.
Of course. I love Pluto a lot.
Right. Good dog. We'll do a Disney dog.
Wait a minute. Oh, well, like, because Daisy is in the Fab Six.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
So, Daisy's a Disney bird.
I don't Donald's voice.
You don't like it?
It's annoying. What? Did I do it well?
You did it great.
Yeah. I tried.
And then, like, Daisy's voice is kind of like a normal voice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't Donald. I don't Donald.
Oh,
And then
Donald.
there's since we're on Donald, then there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Oh, do you know what their cousins' names are? No?
I guess at least not right in this moment.
April, May, June.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, it was one of the trivias that I got on a bus ride at Disney World.
Oh.
The bus driver was like,
Interesting.
Yep.
Then there's Scrooge McDuck and whatnot.
Yeah, so like I really think like the Once Upon a Christmas where Huey and Dewey and Louie are kind of like reliving Christmas over and over again. I think Scrooge McDuck's I mean, I have a fondness for all of it, like DuckTales and stuff. I liked DuckTales. That's basically Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
And then what is Launchpad?
Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah.
Is that a bird? It is a bird, is it?
He's a duck, right?
No.
Is he not?
Launchpad is not a duck.
Right.
Now we gotta look.
We gotta look. I don't really Launchpad. I don't know much about him. And is he on my picture? This picture is a bad picture. I really shouldn't even be looking at it because it's just a bunch of the Disney birds like really scrunched together. So like not a great picture to be looking at, but it's what I got. I don't see Launchpad in here.
Oh, he is a duck.
Well, there we go.
I didn't think he was.
I knew he was. Killed it.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's a duck. They're all ducks.
Right.
DuckTales.
Launchpad McQuack. Quack.
Oh, right, that's a duck.
Come on, guys. Come on, John.
Yeah, it's all fond for me, but none of it is my favorite. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are fun characters to see around other properties.
Yeah.
As you know, and they're in some of the shorts too. They've made it into some of the Donald cartoons and stuff, like his nephews and whatnot. So yeah.
Yep. All right.
Good stuff.
So, 3 Caballeros.
So I think that's it for the like Donald's in the Mickey and the Beanstalk. I don't love the Mickey and the Beanstalk portion. Probably my least favorite in the wartime era of movies is Fun and Fancy Free. That's what I think. Well, I don't know how you feel.
I've never seen it.
Oh no? Okay,
I'll
you'll
have
to
watch them and then we'll do a wartime
then we'll do
era.
it. Yeah. So that might be my least favorite of the 6. But okay, so I don't think there's any notable birds in the rest of them. So we could go right to Cinderella, which just kind of like Snow White, just has birds helping. I think the mice are the ones who sing. I don't think the birds sing.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
We got ourselves Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. Actually, on this picture, they have like that. I don't even know what to call it. It's like
Dodo?
The dodo, and then there's what I'm thinking about specifically is like the horn. I can't believe I just lost the
Hornbill?
picture. Holy hell. I was just trying to zoom in so I can show you. Lost the picture.
Did you find it?
Well, here's the thing. I still have it, but I can. Okay, hold on. I got it. I'm not going to do anything. You see right there? That's from Alice in
Oh, but that's
Wonderland.
not a character, really. It's like when the duck becomes a honk horn.
Yeah. It made the bird list.
Yeah, it's a bird, but it's not a character. There's no name for that bird. It shows up when Alice is sad and singing her like song, and that's a character that shows up. So it's
We're going to give this character like a shout out, and then we're going to miss like a big one.
we're not gonna miss a big one. We're not gonna miss a big one.
We don't miss big ones.
Peter Pan.
Hi, Peter Pan. I don't think there's a bird in it. Technically, they're flying.
Lady and the Tramp. Sleeping Beauty. There's an owl in Sleeping Beauty. But again, these are animals that don't really talk. So we're looking for characters. We got, we don't have a bird in 101 Dalmatians, right?
Nope.
We've already talked about Archimedes, Sword in the Stone. We got Jungle Book. We got the vultures.
The vultures. Now, do you vulture?
Not really. You?
No. I'm gonna go more. If I have to think about it, the answer is no.
Because
And I
this is
had
like
to
a
think
kind of a shout out to the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I would think that might be your speed.
And I appreciate what they did. Ultimately, they're bickering back and forth like, oh, shoot, what is it? Well, what are we gonna do today? I don't know what you want to do today. I don't know what you want to do today.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Kind of poor writing almost. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Probably with some of my least favorite birds, to be honest.
Right.
I love the orange bird.
Oh,
You
yeah.
made it in there.
Orange bird.
Citrus Swirl. Did I talk about Citrus Swirl? Did I vent about Citrus Swirl?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry if I did, but I got to vent again. I went to try a Citrus Swirl last time we were in Disney in September, and I stayed in the line. Oh, I was in the wrong spot. Okay, go around. I stayed long time in the line. Then I'm like halfway through the line. I'm like, I'm not seeing anybody getting a Citrus Swirl. I look it up, and there's like articles like, why did the Citrus Swirl disappear from Disney?
Boy.
I'm like, there's no Citrus Swirl.
Oh, boy.
But the orange bird is still there, but that's the Citrus Swirl bird. Anyway,
Not great.
love that bird.
Love
and
that
I've
bird.
never tried a Citrus Swirl. You know
Same.
why? Because Dole Whip exists, and I finally wanted to. It's like Citrus Swirl is like iced orange juice with vanilla. So sounds awesome. But
I would Citrus Swirl before I Dole Whipped.
yeah, well, I wish that I had, because Dole Whip's still there and Citrus Swirl is not.
Well, there we go.
At least not right now. So, do we have Aristocats?
There's also
You got like the swans
I was
in Aristocats.
just really quick, just because I'm looking at this list. There was a stork in Dumbo too.
Oh yeah, we missed
The stork.
You know, that was voiced by Sterling Holloway, Winnie the Pooh,
Right.
as was Cheshire Cat.
Right.
I quite like the stork in Dumbo.
Yeah. Yep. So let me take a quick detour, just because I think it's time for a quick detour.
Okay.
Not part of the movies, but part of Disney World.
Okay.
The Tiki Room.
Oh yeah.
Let's give the Tiki Room its due.
Yeah, since we were talking about the orange bird, we might as well walk 100 steps.
Utiki Bird
The Tiki Room.
The Utiki Room?
Of course. Yeah, do you?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
Tiki
course.
Room.
Hilarious.
Our brother Josh does not. He like sat in
He's like, what the?
and he's like, oh, screw this.
Yeah,
I went
yeah,
to sleep.
and you all know how Josh is now. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
met
wasn't
Josh.
acting like that for the podcast. That's how he is. But
And we love him for it.
the last time I remember being with you in the tiki room, and I'm pretty sure I told this story too, but what the hell? You were clearly having a rough go of it with the heat. You were like, we just got to sit down
Yeah.
in the air conditioning. I was looking over. I was like, you okay, John?
Yeah. The tiki room is usually like I'll buy a Dole Whip and go in the tiki room.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy it and do that.
Yep.
Awesome stuff.
Nope. I'm a big Tiki Room fan.
Yeah.
Just wanted to, since we were talking about the Orange Bird, just wanted to mention Tiki Room really quick.
Yeah, a worthy mention.
Right. And then we just left off on, what was the last thing we said?
We're Aristocats with the swans.
Oh, I've never seen Aristocats.
Oh no, dude. You have Disney classics you've never seen.
Quite a few, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Go see the Disney classics.
I will.
You have, you're all like, oh, I wish they'd do them like those again. And you're missing classics, so you can literally watch those again.
Stand by it.
Yeah. I know you stand by it, but you get what I'm saying.
I got what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back and watch some.
I
mean, Aristocats not amazing.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Off topic really quick for a second, but I just watched that documentary on Quentin Tarantino, the first 8 films.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, that's a great one. But similar to what you just said, you love Quentin Tarantino, big fan.
Yeah, me too.
And haven't seen Jackie Brown, and you were like, Andrew, you want a new Quentin Tarantino movie to watch? There's one. There is one.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet.
And it's great.
I believe it.
Probably one of Samuel L. Jackson's best performances, in my opinion.
Right. So
real good stuff.
Just funny.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
I know we're straying a little, but Samuel L. Jackson, where sometimes when I see that he's in a movie, I'll be like, okay, it's Samuel L. Jackson. I'm like, oh, he's like the star of it. Okay, it's Samuel L. Jackson. But then he pulls out a performance, and you're like, oh, he's really great.
They're popular for a reason. They're classics for a reason.
Yeah.
And,
because like he basically was the star of the Hateful Eight.
Eight, yeah.
And he was so solid in that.
So solid. Killed it in Django Unchained, too. I don't think you like Django as much as I did, though.
Yeah, Django, I didn't like it as much as Inglourious Bastards. And
well, that's really my top 3 favorite movies. But
Django?
No, Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, yeah, right.
But, Django, I love.
Django is one of my... It's on the bottom half for Tarantino for me.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I would watch Django before... and don't get me wrong, I love all Quentin Tarantino movies, but I would watch it before Reservoir Dogs, probably Pulp Fiction,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to be different because everybody loves Pulp Fiction, but it's in my bottom half too.
Right.
Hateful Eight, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill.
I like Kill Bill.
Those 3 are probably the tops for me, and then second tier would probably be like Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, Death Proof, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then third tier would probably be like, I would probably put Django in like the second tier. And then third tier would probably be... Actually, there's only 2 tiers.
Honestly,
they're all good.
There really is only 2 tiers.
They're all good.
Honestly. And I think Inglourious Bastards is just a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece. Cinema perfection.
Yeah.
And the comparison is wrong, is incorrect. When it comes down to it, though, I think I would also watch Django before I watched Hateful Eight.
Ooh, not me.
I knew that was going to get that reaction.
Yeah, not me at all. Hateful Eight's one of my all-time favorites. Like, probably literally one of my all-time favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
But yeah, quick little tangent there.
Little detour. It's good.
My bad.
So yeah, watch Aristocats.
Right.
Aristoc-
We'll get on that.
Don't get your hopes up, but it's fine.
Right.
It's not as good as like 101 Dalmatians, but yeah.
Right.
Robin Hood must have a bird in it.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Robin Hood? Of course we're going to miss big birds because you haven't seen half the movies. Robin Hood has a more intense third act than I expected when I watched it. It's actually quite good, even though, it almost feels like a throwaway with, we're going to do Robin Hood, but with, foxes and bears and lions. But it actually is quite good. And I understand, Walt Disney passed away during the Jungle Book, and he was overseeing Aristocats a little bit. If you look at the next few, you have Robin Hood, which is like a recycling, and even a lot of the animation is recycled. Like the dance in Jungle Book's the same dance in Robin Hood. A lot of the things from even a Snow White dance part was in Robin Hood. So it was a lot of recycled, and then many adventures. Well, the Rescuers, which I like the Rescuers, but the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was a collection video.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see when Walt died that there was a hiccup. And
right.
then they started making ones that weren't as popular, like Fox and the Hound, Black Cauldron, Great Mouse Detective, Oliver and Company.
Right.
And then they got into their revival or their renaissance. So mentioning those, we got in Rescuers we have Orville.
Orville, great bird. Great bird.
I like Wilbur better.
I'm more of a Wilbur person
Yeah.
myself, but Orville, great bird.
But then again, we're more of a Rescuers Down Under people.
Let me tell you, Rescuers Down Under, and then
One of the greats.
Yep. Then you got the giant eagle. Since you mentioned it,
One of the best birds. One of the best Disney birds.
And here we are, the giant eagle, Rescuers Down Under. I would fly on the back of that, no problem.
Yeah.
Take off. Oh.
I don't know if I would.
Would you try to capture it like Percival's sea McLeach?
No.
Right, because why would you?
Why would you? It is a beautiful bird, though.
Gorgeous bird. That's a bird that if I saw, I'd be afraid. I'd be afraid of that bird.
Yeah.
Who knows? It can pick me up, take me away. What am I going to do? Nothing.
So you might as well try to enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah. But we have in Fox and the Hound, we talked about Big Mama, but we have Dinky and Boomer, which are, one of them is the voice, Paul Winchell, the voice of Tigger, and the little yellow bird, Boomer, or Dinky. I forget which one's which. They're serviceable characters. They're fun, but they're not you've seen Fox and the Hound, right?
I have.
Okay. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I was thinking of something completely different, but I was going to say something stupid, but I stopped myself.
Okay. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Can you say it one more time? Because I was thinking about something else.
Dinky and Boomer.
Okay. In what now?
Fox and the Hound.
Right.
Where have you been?
No, not offhand. I have seen Fox and the Hound, but
Wait, so you don't know who I'm talking about? I need you to know.
Here's where my head was, and just before you give any snotty comment, I know it was stupid. I was like, isn't Gideon a bird? But no, from Pinocchio. But no, Gideon's a cat.
You know them.
Yeah, no, they're hilarious.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, and that's the voice of Tigger.
Yeah.
The tall one. Yeah, I like them. They're not like tops, but they're fun.
Right, lots of fun.
Dinky and Boomer. Black Cauldron, I'm not aware. I think the Horn King has like a crow. So does like Evil Queen, and so does Maleficent. They have like birds, like evil birds.
Right. Not a fan. I don't. No.
I like it.
No.
You know who else has an evil bird? Shan Yu from Mulan. His evil
Now
bird.
That bird.
There's something cool about an evil guy with a bird,
Oh yeah.
which we'll get to the best one in a bit. But yeah. Black Cauldron, Great Mouse Detective. Is there a bird in Great Mouse Detective? I don't know.
You're gonna make me say it. Never seen it.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's a good one.
Can I make another small detour? We won't be on it long because you haven't seen it. But
Live action Pinocchio. Sophia, the pigeon.
Sophia the seagull.
Yeah, the seagull.
No, screw that. Mary Poppins, Dancing Penguins.
Okay. I mean, I know of them.
Good birds, lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay. No,
Just
good.
wanted to mention.
Just wanted to shout out.
Yep, and back to it now.
Before we do a Mary Poppins episode, I promise I'll see it. No, I have not seen Mary Poppins. I've seen Saving Mr. Banks, and I have not seen Mary Poppins Returns, but I will watch them both.
Right. Big fan. Can't wait to talk about it.
Indeed. Great Mouse Detective, Oliver and Company. I don't think there's any birds that we're missing there. Okay, so Little Mermaid. We got Scuttle. What's your opinion on Scuttle?
The thing is, Scuttle, great bird.
Voiced by Buddy Hackett.
I'm tired of Little Mermaid. I've said it before. I'll say it
Oh,
again.
yeah, you're
I'm a
tired.
little mermaided out.
Right.
So that's my thing.
Well, I like Scuttle, but I don't love Scuttle. He serves a funny purpose, like, giving Ariel all the wrong information regarding human items, so that's fun. And I think the voice acting is good. So it's a pretty good character.
Yeah. Solid bird.
Yeah.
A little tired, though. A little tired.
Well, on you.
Personally.
Yeah, personally. Rescuers Down Under, we said it. We'll say it again. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Is there a bird?
So, to my knowledge, no.
No.
There are a few animals, none of which are, technically they're feeding birds in the song, something there.
Mm-hmm.
But no one cares about those birds. I say don't feed the birds.
Exactly.
Question.
What?
Do you buy bird seed?
No, but I wish I did because I have a bird house in the little tree out in my yard.
And birds frequent that house?
Well, they would if I bought bird seed, but no, they don't because there's no bird seed.
I would not buy bird seed.
I would. Why wouldn't you?
Well, because they're birds. Ultimately, their life does not depend on me buying bird seed.
No, it doesn't, but there's something beautiful about nature, and when birds flock to your house, it's fun to look at the birds.
Maybe if you buy like a hummingbird feeder, like birds you don't see often, I'll buy a hummingbird feeder.
I'd buy bird.
But like I see
seed.
birds. I see birds.
Yeah, but the problem with bird seed is if you're not careful, like squirrels will get into that and stuff.
You gotta watch out for those. Exactly. I see squirrels too.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
They sell like spicy bird seed that's like spicy to squirrels or whatever.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Very weird.
But not spicy to birds.
Speaking of spice, though, that chicken sandwich had
Boom.
a little kick to it.
Oh,
Little kick to it. And you know what? I dug it.
Good. I'm glad. I really...
Speaking of birds, chickens.
I'm going to work on his palate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there... Okay, so this... so much. Is there an animated chicken that you like?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Every animated chicken sucks.
Yeah. A few come to mind, and honestly, some of them are the worst.
Some of them are the leads in their own movie. Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
And his dad.
And his
the
dad.
worst.
Yeah, the worst.
And I like Zach Braff, too. And Zach Braff voices Chicken Little. And I think Shrek came out, and then Disney's like, oh, people liked when they made fun of us, so let's make fun of us also. And no, Disney just be Disney. And eventually they became Disney again, but like they tried to like once upon a time. No, that's how they all start. And then it's like some pop song plays and it's like Chicken Little riding a skateboard. You're stupid. I think that's my least favorite Disney movie of all time is Chicken Little. So that one's for the birds.
For the birds, moving on.
And I just want to give a shout out because I know we're jumping ahead, but let's be honest, we're in the Renaissance here, and this is where a lot of the good birds reside. But Home on the Range, do they have a bird? Do they have chickens? Do they have animated chickens? I don't hate I don't hate Home on the Range, by the way.
I've never seen it.
I mean, you're not missing anything. But you know, like the story of the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the animated version of the Pied Piper, except this bad guy, when he yodels, cows are like mesmerized, and he like steals cows. It's like, I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just not great. It's not that good. It's pretty, it's under average. It's below average.
Is Pegasus a bird?
I was going to ask that. I'm going to say yes.
Great bird, Pegasus. Great bird.
But he's also a horse.
Yeah, hard to say.
Yeah, hard to say. But, worth a mention. And Pegasus is a cool character.
And then
cool design, too.
Cool design. Well, it comes down to what makes a bird a bird. Because he flies, he's a bird? Because he has wings?
No, because, like, Peter Pan isn't a bird.
Because he has wings?
No, because, I suppose the only creature on Earth that has wings is a bird.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. The only flying animal is a bird. Therefore, the only creature with the wings is a bird. Well, unless you're talking about insects.
Right. We're gonna go, yeah.
We're going to go, he's a horse.
We're gonna go he's a horse, but...
Because he is a horse, but we'll mention him.
We're gonna mention him.
He has the brain of a bird, like Zeus says in the movie.
He's a bird. You heard it here first, folks. He's a bird and a horse. So when we do our horse episode,
he'll be in that too. And you know what's funny though? You know what really answers the question? If we were doing a horse video, we would talk about Pegasus and not ask about it. But we're doing a bird video and we're asking about it. So that means he's a horse. Am I right? Yeah.
You got me there.
So anyway, we got Aladdin with Iago. One of the best.
Cheers to Gilbert Gottfried.
Cheers to Gilbert
R.I.P.
Gottfried. Yeah, I'm very sad about that. But he did awesome. And I heard that they originally wanted to make the bird like a distinguished, like British speaking, like bird, and they're like, oh, let's hire Gilbert Gottfried, and he just like did his own voice.
Yeah, no.
That was such a good casting decision.
Great casting decision.
Yeah.
Great bird.
Yeah.
Great bird.
And an evil bird.
Evil bird, and so we mentioned him. We talked about a little in the villains episode. But you know what? Great bird still. Evil, not evil. Great bird.
And they tried to give him like a redemption story in Return of Jafar.
Don't love that.
And I kind of grew up with Return of Jafar, so I have a soft spot for it, but I'm aware that it's not great.
Right.
Then he becomes like a good guy or so. Yeah. Have you seen Return of Jafar?
No.
Oh.
Don't want to.
Yeah, okay. Lion King. Zazu.
Nah.
I don't love Zazu.
Nah. No, he's the voice of reason. No one loves the voice of reason. He's
King's
the
advisor, right?
King's advisor.
Or, yeah.
He's a fun sucker. He's a
wet blanket.
He's a wet blanket. Don't
He tries to ruin the. He's too big. He's all business.
You know what? It's not always all business.
Yeah,
it's not.
And then he spends like the second half of the movie like behind bars, kind of.
Right.
So like, there's not. cool design. Like, it's definitely a cool looking bird, and like I like the character design. But as for the character in the movie, I don't think too much was done. And I'm just not the biggest fan of him. So that's all. Flick. Miko and Flit. The hummingbird in Pocahontas.
Right. Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't talk, but it has a name. So, I mean, they have some hijinks between him and Miko. I think it's Flit. They have hijinks, so it's kind of like it's fun. It's fun enough.
Right.
So. Hunchback of Notre Dame. There's no birds.
Nope.
Hercules we talked about. Mulan.
We talked
about.
Yep.
Tarzan. There's no birds.
No birds.
Okay. So then we got like Dinosaur. I don't know about any. Emperor's New Groove. Atlantis. Treasure Planet.
Nope.
All right. So what are the birds we got?
All right. So here's what we got then.
Because we got Tangled, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph. We had Meet the Robinsons. Before that, Chicken Little, Home on the Range, Bolt. Are we nearing the end of birds?
We got Hey Hey.
Probably
okay. The best Disney chicken.
Oh yeah, that's a chicken, and I don't love Hey Hey, but I suppose he's the best Disney chicken.
Yeah. And then there are some Pixar birds. We got Kevin from Up.
Oh, okay, that's a cool bird.
Love that bird.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
What is that? Hilarious.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, we got the mine.
Oh,
mine,
yeah, those
mine.
are funny.
Finding Nemo, very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. Yep. Then we also have a short for the birds. It's my favorite Disney short.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I don't know what kind of bird it is, but the short where all the birds are on the wire and little birds are on the wire, and then a big bird comes, sits right in the middle of them. That bird, oh my God, that bird is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that bird is so funny.
That is very funny.
Yeah. And the thing that makes him so funny is he doesn't have a care in the world. He doesn't, maybe a little on the stupid side.
He doesn't realize he's bigger than them.
He doesn't realize he's just trying to join in the fun, and they're pecking at his feet, right? And he's just looking around, and they start cheering on the birds like, yeah, get him. And he's like, yeah, get me, you know?
Yeah.
And then all the birds fly up. They come down without their feathers, and he's just looking at all the birds naked, and he's like, ah, ha, ha.
Yeah.
So funny.
That is funny.
My favorite Disney short. Okay. Is it not yours? What's your favorite Disney short?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
We'll do an episode on Disney shorts.
Yeah. Because I love that one, and I almost agreed with you, but I'm not sure.
Oh, there's another owl in Sleeping Beauty.
I said that.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we also have, let's see. Oh, well, let's mention this too. There is the flamingos in Alice in Wonderland that they play croquet with.
Yeah, I almost mentioned them, but then I didn't.
We'll mention just to mention him.
Yeah.
Then also in Finding Nemo, there's I forgot his name.
The pelican.
Yeah. The pelican. Good character.
Yeah.
There's Sam Eagle, Muppets. If you're
Sam
a
Eagle.
Muppet fan.
Are you a Muppet fan?
I don't Muppet. And then there's another Muppet, right? There's a chicken or whatever.
Dude, I got an Epcot cookbook for Christmas, and you know what's in it?
What?
The brisket sandwich with the toast from Regal Eagle. So I'm gonna try to make that.
What about it? Like, did you read the recipe? Like, 'cause
no,
it's essentially just brisket,
well,
Texas toast.
Well, there's probably a way to make the brisket and stuff, and like the flavor.
Oh, right. Very interested. Send that to me.
Yeah.
Because I got that smoker. We'll smoke a brisket.
Yeah. Damn right.
And I wonder if it has a preference of what barbecue sauce to use and whatnot. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
There's
What
a
it
list. I
recommends,
looked
maybe.
through to see what was offered in the cookbook. There's a lot.
Let me
There's a
tell
lot. The
you.
cheddar soup from Les Celliere's in there.
Let me tell you.
I'm excited. I'm gonna try to cook through that book. I also got a Galaxy's Edge cookbook. Ronto wrap and stuff. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think you'd like a Ronto wrap.
It doesn't excite me. Well, honestly, there's Squeaky from Toy Story.
Oh yeah.
He's a penguin.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, I think I'm coming down to the end of it. What's your favorite Disney bird?
Archimedes. How about you?
You know, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, well, I love Archimedes. I love Kevin from Up. Love that big bird from For the Birds. Kevin is very funny.
Yeah.
Kevin is very funny. And it's the timing for me though. And he does that squawk multiple times throughout the movie, like when Carl's getting all mad too. He's like, "And I don't need you here." And, squawk.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It is funny.
You know what? My favorite Disney bird is the For the Birds.
Yeah.
Bird, because you know what? It's been my favorite Disney short for years. When I think it's the short for Monsters Inc. So when Monsters Inc. came out,
long time ago.
it was just my favorite back then.
Yeah. So it still is. So that stands.
So you know what? It gives me, it's a nostalgia thing too.
Yeah.
It's a nostalgia thing. That's my favorite Disney bird, hands down.
Okay.
Very funny.
My runner-up is Iago, I think. For sure.
No,
Not for you.
No. So, For the Birds, Archimedes, Kevin, and then maybe Iago. I'd have to think about it more though. But ultimately, you can't go wrong with a Disney bird.
No.
I mean,
well,
you can.
If it's a chicken.
If it's a chicken, just don't make it a chicken, and then you can't go wrong.
Like something about a chicken isn't funny.
It's not funny, but let me tell you, a chicken sandwich will change your life. Change your life.
Damn right.
And you know what I'll say to that?
What do you say to that?
I'll cheers to that.
He cheers to that.
I'm not out. Hold on.
What the?
I'm out.
I'm not.
Cheers.